very sensitive. It will pick up. We're not yet live, right? But we're preparing. I think we're good. Hello, good evening, and welcome to our Cooking 101 with Father Gerry here on FB Live. Tonight we will cook chicken pork adobo. You can cook just chicken without the pork. Pork is just optional, but I like chicken pork because it's a good combination. Tonight is Mardi Gras, so I was forced to wear this. And I would like to thank my sponsors for my costume, and I'd like to thank my hair coverage. My hair is covered. I think that looks good. Okay, so let's start. I hope you got your ingredients prepared and everything prepared. We have these ingredients. Of course, we have chicken and pork. And then, of course, we have oil. This is vegetable oil. We have garlic, crushed garlic. This is vinegar, white vinegar, and we can use this, or it's an optional thing, but the traditional adobo is simmered with vinegar. And then this is soy sauce, and of course, black pepper. Now this is our pineapple chunks and the juice. This is optional too, but for our session tonight, we're gonna use pineapple juice with the pineapple chunks, together with a small amount of vinegar, because it gives you a better taste of the adobo, because adobo is always with soy sauce and vinegar. Adobo is a common dish in the Philippines, and we're gonna heat up. Oops! I don't want to burn this. Okay, we're gonna heat up this. What do you call this?
Skillet.
Skillet. Okay. I was told to call it skillet, not a pan. So this is a skillet. We're gonna heat it up, and then when it's warm, we can put a small amount of oil. O-I-L. Oil. I'm so nervous.
Don't be worried. A lot of people love your outfit, Father.
I know, right? Just focus on the outfit, not on the cooking. So, a small amount of oil. We're gonna put small amount of oil, spread it out like this. And then while you're doing it, smile. So even if you're doing it wrong, you're doing it right in your face. Okay, there you go. Warm it a little bit. And you see, always, almost all dishes in the Philippines need to be stewed. So it has to be with oil, and of course garlic, sometimes onions, but for our purpose here we're going to use only garlic. So we're going to put garlic. I love that sound. It means we're doing it right. Then press the garlic. Hold on this skillet. We have dogs here. Maybe they want to be recognized. There are two of them, and they're talking. So we're gonna brown the garlic, and when it's brownish, it gives you a good smell, you know. Garlic gives you a good smell. Then we're gonna put the pork, because the pork needs to go first, because pork cooks longer. It needs longer time. Oh, smells good. Lower the wrong direction. So you have to flip the pork every now and then so you get a balance. It will cook all sides. So the pork is chopped bite-sized, so when it's already cooked, you don't have to open your mouth too big to eat it. You can just eat like this. So all sides like that. Okay.
There's a question. If there is no olive oil, we can use it.
You can use olive oil.
Or any oil, vegetable.
Any oil, vegetable oil.
Canola.
Here canola, yeah. Okay, and then once the pork is already, then we put the chicken. Put the pork on the side, and then we have chicken here. And then just the same, flip it once in a while so it gets good color. When it turns white, a little bit white, then
Wonderful.
We have a wonderful and a good job comment so far. They haven't tasted it.
I told you it's better to guard than to cook. I always saw that. Okay, and then just flip. So all the sides get cooked. So just let it cook by itself, and then once it's
They can smell the garlic. Through and through. Until it browns.
It browns a little bit. We have to wait until it browns a little bit. But you have to flip it every now and then so it cooks on all sides. And then even if you are doing it with your mask, you have to smile all the time. It's important. When you cook with love, then the food tastes better. Look at this. Now the chicken is now changed. The color is changed, so it means it's good. It's cooking. Okay, so it's pan frying, right? Pan fry, okay. So I think we're good. And that's it. Just joking. So we put the pepper. Okay. The pepper, the soy sauce.
And agree that when you cook with love, it's
Yep, smile, and then every time you pour something, do it with love, smiling. So this is vinegar. This is, I think, 1.5 tablespoons. We're gonna do half of it just to give a little taste. And then the pineapple. Pineapple is... Now, if you're not using pineapple, you have to put more vinegar. The measurement is 1:1, right? The same amount of soy sauce and vinegar if you're not using the pineapple. But because we're using pineapple here, we only use a small amount of vinegar. Okay? There you go. So pour in the pineapple juice, pour in soy sauce, and if you're allergic to pineapple, use vinegar instead and add a little sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar if you use the vinegar, just the vinegar. See, we have idiot boards here for idiots. So you lower the heat a little bit, okay? And then just let it simmer, okay? And wait until the end of time.
Okay, now what are you gonna do?
There you go. So we're gonna wait until it, what do you call that? Boils a little bit, okay? And the vinegar and the pineapple, it's gonna cook, of course, the meat, and it will give you good taste. Then I forgot the bay leaf, right? Bay leaf, right? 3 pieces of bay leaf because it adds, it gives you flavor and the smell too. It gives you good smell. So we let it simmer and we'll wait for maybe 5 to 7 minutes and it's gonna boil. Okay. You see, cooking is fun. In my family, my father is the cook. My mother doesn't know how to cook. Well, sometimes she cooks, but in the family, it's my father who cooks. And my sisters, they got this talent. I did not. As I've said in the past, I'm always used to just driving, and whoever calls me, Father, do you want to eat this? Then I go and drive. When I was in the Philippines, I was assigned in the seminary, and on Mondays, usually it's our days off. It's our day off, or on Monday in the Philippines, I would drive home to eat with my mother, because we always thought of eating together. It's always the Eucharistic table at home. You see, cooking is not just cooking. There is so much story behind the cooking. If you come to think of the story behind each of these ingredients, okay, how the oil is made, how they ferment coconut trees to get what you call vinegar, or soy sauce, or pepper, or how the farmers grow pineapple. There's so much story behind every ingredient in whatever we're cooking. So what you see on the table, the cooked dish, the cooked food, it's not just food getting a space in your stomach. It's actually the lives of so many people, the time, the effort, growing these plants to fruition so that we may eat it. And it goes with that. And that is what we call Eucharistic spirituality. You give something even without asking for a return. So that's what it is.
You want to answer some questions?
Answer some questions. How many are cooking along with Father?
Looks like one is Dennis's.
There are 4 ladies here who always gives me a thumbs up, and of course Ray, who is our cameraman, and 2 dogs. So there are how many of us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of us here. So
And I think there's Miss Dennis Anderson is
the
cooking,
outfit.
is cooking along with you, Father.
Who is?
Dennis Anderson?
Oh, Dennis Anderson is cooking with us.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I hope you didn't listen to me.
Claire said, now we can call you Martin Stewart. That smells good.
Okay, I think this is already good. So what we're gonna do is to thicken the sauce. To thicken the sauce, you have to.
Oh, I'm cooking along. Oh, Pat Casey's also.
Is it too soon? It's too soon. So we're not gonna thicken it yet because it's too soon. According to my director, one of my directors. So we're gonna put back the cover and continue with our reflection.
A lot of people cooking with you, Father.
Yeah, there are people cooking. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
You go.
What else?
Pat Casey.
Okay, we are cooking at the whole household. Very good. I'm watching and taking notes. Annette is taking notes. Okay, good.
There's a test.
Deacon Hugo, but the ingredients were different from the instructions. Those are the surprises of life, Deacon Hugo. There are always last minute changes. So the best thing to do is don't rely on whatever you. So that's a fact of life. But seriously speaking, see, when we eat, we don't just fill an empty stomach. There's always a story behind it, and there's always relationship in every dish that we partake. That's why we say the dining is always is like our meals at home is like our Eucharist. So we have to find time to eat together. It's not so much on the food, but more so on. But it's more. I think it's more on the stories. See, it's like the mass. You get stories and then you eat. In the mass, you have the liturgy of the word, and then you eat. That's like so. That's why I think Jesus, in his wisdom.
Oh, here's another comment. Bishop Check is watching too.
Oh, hi, Bishop Chekyo. The Bishop Chekyo loves Filipino food.
Oh,
We have Leo Alcaros of Freehold, who delivers during this pandemic, and he always acknowledges Leo for his generosity, and he loves lumpia egg rolls. Next time we're gonna do egg rolls. We're gonna buy egg rolls. It's hard to make. I think it's good. Vicky, look, I think it's good already. We can now we can thicken the right.
Quality.
When do you put the pineapple?
Yeah, someone's asking when do you put
That's good. It smells good already.
You're gonna put the pineapple in the end because you don't want it to be overcooked. So we're gonna raise the fire, the heat. Sorry. Thank you for that. so that we can thicken the sauce. Evaporate. Okay. That, but you have to, what you call halo? Mix it all the time. Stir it. Make sure you stir it. So see, it looks good, but it definitely doesn't taste good. I hope it tastes good. Now we can put the, oh, it's already. So you have to rely also on your taste. You have to check what's lacking. If you need it, if you want it a little saltier, so you can put a little amount of salt. If not, I don't use salt all the time, most of the time. So I just put soy sauce. So we just thicken the sauce, stir it.
Leona likes your necklace.
Oh,
Leona.
oh, thank you, Leona, for somebody forced me to wear this because it's it's Mardi Gras.
The Scarpa family loves your hat.
It's good to cover my head.
They're already asking me to do another video.
Oh no. They're asking for the next recipe.
Well, the next recipe is you have to go to Costco, have your car filled with gas. I said it's better to drive than to cook. We're gonna look for another recipe, yeah. The easier one. You see, the sauce is already thickening. It should be good.
That's good?
Does it smell good?
Yes. Yes.
So they were trained to say that.
Pat
They were-
says her kitchen smells good.
They were saying, yeah, we're gonna compete with Hell's Kitchen. We're gonna create a new business. We're gonna call it Heaven's Kitchen. Look at this. The sauce is already thick. I like adobo with a little sauce. Some adobos are dry, but I like it better with a little sauce. So we're gonna do it with a little sauce. It's good for rice. Look at that. This is really good. Now when the sauce is already thick, you can now put the pineapple. I said pineapple is optional.
Father, someone is asking, do you serve it over rice?
What?
Do you serve it over rice?
Yes. It's always with rice. So you can always say, please rice. Or rice please. Okay, it's very thick now. Then it's time to lower the heat. We're going to lower the heat because the sauce is already thick and the pineapple is already in, so you don't want to overcook the pineapple.
Father, they're asking what social beverage suggestion to accompany this chicken and pork adobo.
What best, what's
Beverage.
beverage?
Beverage, yes.
Well, because it's pork and chicken,
So,
red wine is more preferable, but anything. I'll do Manhattan or vodka because it's Mardi Gras anyway, so
Why not?
tomorrow you cannot do it anymore. The bishop is watching, we cannot do it anymore. So tonight we are allowed to take at least maybe 1 or 2,
Yeah.
3 or 4
Bottles? Or...
bottles.
Okay. That looks
So
good.
take it from me, I'm just being coached.
That's very good, Father Gerry.
I think this is already good.
And
Look at this, Vicky. It's good, right? Yep. The color is good.
Oh my God, it's really
The smell is good.
better than
The taste is, I don't know. That's the truth. The color is good. The smell is good. The expectation is high. The taste, I do not know.
turn up the heat.
Cheers.
yeah, and then we have rice on the side.
And then we have rice on the side. It's already pre-cooked because it's always good with the rice. So we have to lower the heat a little bit more.
How many more minutes? Because we're almost done.
And I think, actually this is already cooked.
It is good.
Yeah.
It is already cooked. It's already good to go. But just to give it a little more, okay, so at this time I'm gonna turn off the stove, okay, and just let it cook with its own by covering it again. And I think that's it for our chicken adobo with pineapple.
And pork.
Chicken and pork adobo with pineapple. So now we're gonna put it in a nice dish,
It's really good.
Ready to eat.
ready to eat. We have already trained them to eat with a smile.
Oh, this is better than Friday. Because of 11 prayers. Yeah.
Looks good.
Love our community and Father Gerry, you got a shout out.
Who is?
Okay. Pineapple dish. We want to get the
Asking
sauce.
Father what you're gonna teach next week.
Oh, right.
We're gonna teach you how to fast. So this is our chicken pork adobo. Look at that. We're gonna put it here. So it depends. You see, everything is depends on your presentation. Even it doesn't taste good, with a good presentation, it will taste good. There you go. Ready to eat. We're gonna try it. First bite is for you. Oh. To die for. It's good.
Really?
It's good.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
It's really good. I didn't know it's gonna turn out. It's good. It's really good.
Thank you for the cooking lesson.
Thank you for joining me, and I hope we're gonna have more of this.
Next month.
We're extending the challenge to Deacon Hugo and Deacon Tom. Challenge accepted. And some others. Thank you. Good night.
See you tomorrow.